Up to 11.
We're going to have to do a Spinal Tap tribute at some point.
Yep.
We're 100% going to have to.
This match, scheduled for one fall, referee Stu Garvey is for the LPW Grand Championship.
It has been over a year since Love Pro Wrestling's biggest prize has been defended on a Thursday night. But it ain't like the two individuals in this matchup to be extra, is it, Ben? We say sarcastically. Making his way to the ring first, Nick Shostastyk made an immediate impact here at Love Pro Wrestling, earning yet another shot at gold here. Usually Thursday nights are retained for the Clandestine Wrestling Society Championship of Salvation. Nick Shostastyk unable to collect that piece of gold, but aiming for some major hardware here on Thursday with Love Pro's Grand Championship on the line.
Something to look at here. Look through the sunglasses, the $8,000 sunglasses of Nick Shostastyk. Those eyes go crazy, bro. Like, you get lost. I literally was staring at him backstage just probably like 13 seconds before the guy was like, stop looking at me.
They're like pools of desire, Ben,
yeah.
And that is the phrase I will choose to use, and I hope catches on. But it's like when you go to Jasper or you hold your son for the first time. Nick Shostastyk gives you a feeling that is truly indescribable.
Yeah, a similar feeling. Yeah, it's like love, but like a little less, but maybe a little more.
So confusing, Nick Shostastyk, but lost in his eyes. Now, if we're going to be talking about looks, you can never argue that Stephen Crowe is one of the fantastic-looking individuals here in Love Pro Wrestling, whether you're talking about his gear or whether you're talking about the title that he carries. Your grand champion for nearly 3 months, winning in a gauntlet at LPW 36.
Yeah, the rise of the Midwest Prince here, Stephen Crowe, in Love Pro Wrestling has been insane. From day one to now, it's a totally different person, and I don't necessarily think it's for the better. I think he's become quite an evil individual. I think a lot of terrible traits that he's learned from the Clandestine Society have worn off on him. But undeniably, it has pushed him to the top of the promotion.
There's a method to the madness, and that madness has earned him Love Pro Wrestling and arguably Canada's biggest prize. Stephen Crowe, again, winning that championship in a gauntlet match at 36, successfully defending that championship against T.Y. Jackson last month. And tomorrow night, the title not on the line as he faces off with one of Canada's greatest luchadors, Jinha, making his return to LPW for the first time in months.
I do love me some Jinha, just like I love some Nick Shostastyk. Seriously, take a look at those eyes. I'm not kidding.
I will say we've got a good-looking roster both in the ring and backstage. Face cards, I believe the kids are calling it nowadays.
Sure. Type shit.
I don't know. I'm 33 and my back hurts sometimes. I feel more than the people getting their backs targeted inside this ring. Nick Shostastyk, however, only targeting one thing, the LPW Grand Championship.
The most expensive championship belt in all of Western Canada, the LPW Grand Championship, is the top prize around here. And they don't take light of it here. Like, this may be a CWS event, but it doesn't mean that the title could easily change to Nick Shostastyk's hands, changing the whole landscape of not only tomorrow night's show at the Rec Room here, but Love Pro Wrestling in general.
Unofficially changing hands early in this match is Nick Shostastyk looking to play some mind games. I can only assume that modeling is sometimes as political as professional
wrestling. Oh my God!
And Stephen Crowe, like you say, learning from the Clandestine Society, the bell is rung. But Shostastyk kicking out at one. There's nearly 30 pounds of gold hitting that Runaway Model face.
Somewhere between about $10,000 for that title. The shots to the face.
Impacting not only a future modeling career, but tonight's chances at Love Pro Wrestling's greatest prize. Stephen Crowe on top here early in our main event of LPW CWS 27. That vicious streak has been in full effect over the last few months, whether it's here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, British Columbia, Las Vegas. Stephen Crowe making his mark all over North America right now and looking to make a mark on those pools of desire of Nick Shostastyk. Shostastyk with a big old elbow to the chest of Stephen Crowe, however.
Springboard, back elbow possibly. Sends the boot, sends Shostastyk down to the floor, into the second row. The old ladies are running.
Shostastyk getting to meet Sheila there in the second row.
You know them by name. Stephen Crowe comes in with a kick. Drops him right on his face.
The hardest part of the ring, the hardest part of the nose, hitting it. Cartilage destroyed on the part of Stephen Crowe. Shostastyk with the elbow. Going for the first official 2 count on his end of things. Shostastyk unsuccessful in claiming the championship this early.
The cover this early is a foolish choice. Like, he is the grand champion for a reason. The man's tough as hell.
But you have to exert effort when you're getting shoved off of somebody.
This is true. Coming through the ropes. This is unique.
Shostastyk looking for that power slam through the ropes, but the elbows to the chin, courtesy of the Rhinestone Cowboy. Looking to take the arms out of the socket on Shostastyk.
Out of the sockets of this man, yeah. This is what I'm talking about, though. Stephen Crowe is a prick. Like, pardon my language here, but he's not a respectful wrestler.
Ben, it's a Thursday night, but we're heading into a long weekend. This is a 14A event. I have no problem with your language here tonight as Nick Shostastyk kicks out once again at 2. Stephen Crowe learning a lot from the clandestine society, maybe a little less than admirable measures, but you also have to wonder if he picked up the same gas tank as Michael Richard Blaze is tearing from accounting, looking to wear his opponent down before claiming that championship once again.
When you're surrounded by Alberta greatness like Michael Richard Blaze, that's going to happen to you. You sink or swim, and Stephen Crowe is swimming.
For Stephen Crowe, one half of the longest reigning tag team champions in Love Pro Wrestling history. Grand champion, champion of salvation. Unfortunately, accolades don't matter when you're missing the knee. Catching Shostastyk with the elbow, but caught out of the crossbody. Shostastyk powering through.
Big, strong Nick Shostastyk. Sit out Emerald Fusion.
That driver was massive.
Cover.
Shostastyk throwing everything at the wall.
Damaging the back of Stephen Crowe. Dirty tactics, that's what I'm talking about. Instead of grabbing the hold, he throws him face first into the corner.
Elbow to the chin of the Runaway Model. It might be boss time from Stephen Crowe.
Now that is some textbook Midwest Prince right there. Let's go.
Feeling the wrath of the Rhinestone Cowboy. The Runaway Model, however, able to recover. Early in the matchup, Crowe already looking despondent. Throwing everything he can at one of Love Pro Wrestling's rising prospects. The crowd here at the Rec Room echoing what Ben and I have been saying. This is a very hot match for a number of reasons. Crowe reams on the back of Nick Shostastyk. Shostastyk in action tomorrow night, teaming with Chad Mills against Nasty Nate Nixon in white shirt.
The heavy hitters.
The heavy hitters in action earlier. We saw what they're able to bring. You wonder if Stephen Crowe's just wearing them down.
Hooks those tights with a nice suplex.
For yet another 2 count. Shostastyk out, but you've got to wonder the energy expended from kicking out of all of these early pinfall attempts. Stephen Crowe wearing him down, grinding it out here with the Nick Shostastyk.
And the crowd has turned. They're chanting for the Rhinestone Cowboy, which is an odd sight.
You have to admire the effort. You can't really like the way that Stephen Crowe gets to some victories sometimes, but you can't argue the results. And the Rhinestone Cowboy, one of the most decorated, one of the longest reigning.
Hold on. Explain how this is wrestling. Explain how this is respectful, traditional wrestling. No doubt it's effective, but slapping the face of your opponent while pinning him down is not the wrestling that Stephen Crowe was brought up in.
That being said, Ben, Stephen Crowe, albeit disrespectfully, respecting the rules, no closed fists.
That's true. One of the last territories to actually acknowledge that rule, too. Both fellows out to the apron. I've never seen something on the apron go, healthy and safe.
Somebody's going to be leaving this in a little bit more pain, and at this moment, it's looking like it's going to be Nick Shostastyk. Stephen Crowe firmly in control of the neck of the Runaway Model.
The shades of last month when they threw T.Y. Jackson with that spinning neck breaker into the second row. He's going for it.
Locking in for the good and the bad and the ugly.
Brother in the blue, please move.
Shostastyk able to power through with the block. The open palm.
I love this.
And the power slam through the ropes.
Slam, baby.
And that gorgeous elbow drop from Nick Shostastyk. Huge shout out to the media team here at Love Pro Wrestling. Top Rope Images catching some photos of that beautiful elbow drop. Big old lariat from Shostastyk.
The tide has turned and Shostastyk is in control. Takes the wrist. Takes the other wrist. Rocker dropper sends him to the apron.
It's a walk-off, everybody. Shostastyk rolling Crowe through, looking for the 2 count of his own. Hooks the legs. Crowe able to kick out, however, a deep 2 locked in. Over referee Stuart Garvey. The authority for this main event here at Love Pro Wrestling, Clandestine Wrestling Society 27.
What's he going for here? Could be going for that signature driver of his.
Oh, however, powering through on his own. Shots to the stomach of Shostastyk.
And another.
Launches him off the ropes.
He's up into the Rana.
And Stephen Crowe, those fast feet. A lot of tools in the toolbox of the Rhinestone Cowboy. Unsuccessful in taking out the Runaway Model here, Nick Shostastyk. The Grand Championship's on the line as Stephen Crowe drives the knee into the face of the Runaway Model. Meteor to the face of Shostastyk, going in for the deep 2. However, again, able to kick out, keeping a shot at the Grand Championship alive. Both men taking some time to recover here.
Yeah, leave it to Stephen Crowe to take the only time he has to breathe to turn against the audience and tell them how he feels about them. Notoriously respectful guy, Stephen Crowe.
Can we say we're surprised, Ben?
No. Nar. That's Australian for no. Now we're hooking up for that swing and neck breaker.
I learned what a shoey was the other day. While we're speaking Australian
Stephen
here.
Crowe into the corner, hard buckle. Shostastyk dives across the body of the Rhinestone Cowboy.
The Grand Champion is reeling. Nick Shostastyk with the fans behind him. That's what you get for shooting your mouth off, Stephen Crowe. Showing that face card.
Beauty.
Unfortunately, eating some of the buckle as Stephen Crowe drives a knee into the face of the Runaway Model again. Make it 2, and an elbow to the back of the head to boot.
Sending Stephen Crowe onto the apron, but he counters back with an elbow of his own. Going to the top rope. Notoriously safe place to be in the ring.
Shostastyk getting to the top, though, Ben. Looking for that Olympic slam.
Huge. Huge.
And wearing down the Love Pro Wrestling.
Go for the cover, of course. Go for the cover. Let's go. Man, I don't know what else Shostastyk can throw at him.
Well, we're talking earlier, Ben, about the gas tank of Stephen Crowe and the Clandestine Society, but the equal can be said about Nick Shostastyk. Crowe looking to outlast the Runaway Model, but going up and down runways every so often through Milan, New York, and Japan, you're going to get your steps and you're going to get that cardio behind you.
And he's up for this driver. Stephen Crowe going for the stummy again. Spinning heel kick. Kick of his own to the face.
Going for that big boot. Shostastyk gets him out of the way, rolling through.
Rolls him up. Ooh, face first into that corner.
Deep cover from Stephen Crowe. Crowe circling the wagons, looking for that lariat. Shostastyk astutely gets himself out of the way. Locks him in for that driver position.
Belly to back, rolls through. Study the athleticism here. That back handspring elbow.
Elbow to Stephen Crowe. Every man throwing everything in the kitchen sink at each other. And
Go for
finally,
the cover,
Shostastyk
brother.
able
Go
to
for the
connect.
cover. Mistake. Hold on, though. He actually might be adding insult to injury here with that driver. Stephen Froll's back.
And the good, the bad, the ugly.
That's
from
it.
your Love Pro Wrestling Grand Champion.
Going for more.
But as you said, Ben, looking to put insult to injury. He's not putting him down for the 3 count. He's putting him to sleep.
This is how we put T.Y. Jackson out a few months ago with a submission.
Stephen Crowe locking in. An inescapable,
There's
it looks
no-
to be,
there's
position
no
for the
way.
Runaway Model.
There's no way. Give in.
Shostastyk looking for his first shot at gold, but looking to head home with his
That's
health
it.
as well, too.
That's it, the
And
belt.
That's it. The Runaway Model. Your former #1 contender
Hey,
is
referee,
Stephen Crowe
break up the hold.
with the Grand Championship. Judge Ben Omen, I have to take care of some official commissioner promoter business.
Yeah, I'll hold down.
You got it from here?
I'll hold down. I'll
Hold
hold
down
down.
the fort.
We're going to trade our one set of headsets, though.
A pleasure as always, Judge.
Adding insult to injury here. Nick Shostastyk takes Stephen Crowe to his limit, but the Rhinestone Cowboy holds on once again here at CWS 27. He is still the LPW Grand Champion. Yeah, zip it down even more. That's what everybody wants.